Good morning, friends. It is around 8 a.m. in the morning. Danny's standing right behind me, making me feel awkward. It's about 8 in the morning. I just got up, ready to start my day, but I'm really excited to film a what I eat in a day video today. And I'm excited to film one of these because this is like what I eat in a day 20 weeks pregnant. This is not what I eat in a day before I get pregnant, because when I got pregnant, my eating habits totally changed, and I think that it's important to share the real ways that my eating habits have changed. So that's what I'm going to be sharing today. I'm going to be sharing everything I eat from morning to night. I mean, I ate yogurt at 3 a.m. last night. I don't know if that counts, but there you go. So I'm going to be sharing it all with you today. Things I make, what I eat. So if you're pregnant, maybe you can get some ideas. I try to eat as healthy as possible. I eat all gluten-free, so I will be sharing ideas and hopefully you get some tips. So I'm starting off the day with making some black tea. I've been really into black tea recently, and this is just a decaf black tea English breakfast. So I'm making that, and I'm just gonna add some mac nut milk to it and do my morning routine as I sip on this. This is the mac nut milk I use. It is from Costco, and it is so creamy and so good. Yum. So for breakfast, I'm making my morning fiber smoothie, and I have actually shown this recipe and how I make it quite a few times over on Instagram. So you can go check that out on my Instagram stories, but I am just going to briefly share again how I make this smoothie. I make this smoothie every morning because it is so good for digestion and to get fiber. So being pregnant, I need all the fiber I can get because constipation is real, and so this is what I do to combat it. I use 1 banana, some almond milk. This is the protein that I use. It's also kind of like a daily vitamin. So I use this, almond butter, flax seeds, cacao nibs, and chia seeds. So it is so yummy and so good, and I'm gonna make it right now. Okay, so I just got back from the gym and I'm going to make lunch now. I'm gonna make bean quesadillas, basically just refried beans and tortillas, and I just use the traditional refried beans. Sometimes when I go to Whole Foods, I definitely get refried beans from there because they're really good, but I didn't have any on me, so I'm just using regular Rosarita's refried beans with quesadilla, and then I'm going to add a little side salad with some leafy greens and my favorite balsamic vinaigrette, which I'll show you guys, and some goat cheese. So that's what I'm doing for lunch. It's so simple and easy, but this is, whenever I have tortillas and refried beans in my kitchen, I'm making this for lunch like every day because it's so good. It's filling, it has protein, it has fiber, and then if you add a salad with it, some greens, then you're getting like all the good stuff. So I'm gonna make that right now. So I'm gonna use this avocado oil from Costco. I don't know if it is going to focus. Just this 100% avocado spray, and I'm going to spray that around in my pan, and then I'm going to open the refried beans, and I put it in a container because 1 can will last me probably around 3 lunches. So I'm gonna put that in here, and then my favorite tortillas are these La Tortilla Factory gluten-free tortillas made with teff flour. These are amazing. They taste like flour tortillas, but they're gluten-free and they don't contain any modified starches, wheat. soy, and dairy. So these are amazing, and they're like the secret to a good bean quesadilla. Okay, so they are starting to cook, and what I'll do is I will just flap the other side over and then just rotate them as they continue to cook. And then I prepared my little side salad. I just used the greens from, here I'll show you. These ones, these Organic Girl Super Greens, these are amazing because they have like red and green Swiss chard, tatsoi, arugula, spinach, like all kale, like the amazing good leafy greens that you want to eat. So I have that right here, if it's gonna focus. And then this is my favorite dressing ever. It's a Lilikoi balsamic dressing. It is so, so good. I get it from the local farm near me, so I'm gonna use that and then just put some goat cheese on top to make it a little extra yummy. So here is the finished product on my lunch. It just looks so good. I'm going to devour this in 2 seconds and then take a shower and get ready for some other work I need to get done. So in the middle of the day when I get starving, because I do, I feel like I literally just ate lunch, but I am starving. So I usually make a little plate like this with apples, carrots, some cheeses, and these are like made with almonds. I don't know, they're like some gluten-free cracker made with almonds. So this is like a go-to snack for me, and it really actually helps fill me up. I think it's the cheese and just the combination of everything is really filling, and it's also super healthy and gets me a ton of different nutrients. So this is definitely a go-to for me. I have it almost every day. Okay, you guys, I'm so tired. I finished all the work that I had to get done today, and now I'm debating what I should do, because I was gonna go to the beach after I did all my work. I'm wearing my bathing suit. I really wanted to read on the beach, but then once I finished everything, I was just too tired. So I still really want to read, but I really am craving oatmeal chocolate chip cookies, and I kind of want to make some. Then I'm worried that if I make cookies, am I not gonna want to make dinner? So I don't know, the dilemma. I think I'm gonna make cookies though. They just sound so good. Some fresh oatmeal chocolate chip cookies, homemade from the oven. Yeah, I think that's happening. I'm gonna make cookies, eat cookies. What time is it? It's 5. Probably should start dinner soon. Maybe I'll make cookies, and when they're out in the oven, I will prep dinner, but then eat cookies before dinner, because obviously. I think that's a good idea. Feeling the motivation come back to me already. Let's do this. Okay, here are all my cookie ingredients. I try to make as healthy as possible when I bake. So we use coconut sugar, not real refined sugar. I use a mix of gluten-free flour and almond flour. I use organic butter, organic eggs, and you know, all of the good stuff. I'm using just a recipe that I found on my phone. Normally I'll just find a recipe on my phone and then tweak it to my own liking. So that is what I'm gonna do with this. Oh, and I need to get oatmeal too, because oatmeal and chocolate chip cookies is just so dang good. Yum. Looks so good. Here is the dough, and now I'm gonna use this handy thing. I don't know how anyone can make cookies without a cookie, like specific cookie. I don't even know what this is called. Cookie maker, that's what I'm gonna call it. It makes it so easy. I'm so excited to eat these, you guys. They look so good. Okay, so the cookies are in the oven, and while I wait, I just thought I would start dinner. So I'm getting kind of creative for tonight's dinner. I really wanted to make the gluten-free naan bread that I made a couple weeks ago. It is so good. And so I was thinking of what I can make it with. So I'm making it with a chickpea and potato curry taco thing. So I'm gonna make roasted potatoes in curry and like a really good spice mixture, and then I'm also going to roast chickpeas, and it'll be kind of like a non-taco, like a curry taco, curry potato taco. So I'll probably add some greens in there too. Pretty starch heavy dinner tonight, but chickpeas are good protein and fiber, and honestly, if I'm not making spaghetti for dinner, that's a win, because being pregnant, all I make is spaghetti or mac and cheese. So I'm gonna wash the potatoes, cut, peel, all the things, and then once the cookies are out of the oven, I will start roasting the potatoes, and then I'll put the chickpeas in a little bit after, and then I'll show you how I make the naan bread. It is so easy, like ridiculously easy and simple, and so good. Okay, cookies are done. They look so good, and now I finished cutting my potatoes, and I'm gonna make a mixture to pour over them for the roasting. So I'm gonna use avocado oil and then this Thai red curry paste with cumin, yellow curry, black pepper, and salt. And then I'm gonna pour that over and mix that and add that to the oven on 375, and I'm gonna cook it for 15 minutes. Then I'm gonna add the chickpeas and I'll cook it for another 15 minutes. Okay, so I just took the potato mixture out and added in the chickpeas, and then I just added a few more spices, just a little turmeric, more cumin, and more curry powder, and then I'm gonna put it back in the oven for another 15 minutes. Okay, the gluten-free naan bread, literally the easiest thing to make ever. You just use a half a powder, what am I even saying? A half a cup of almond flour, half a cup of tapioca flour, and a full cup of coconut milk. I just use this one from Whole Foods, and then salt to taste. And you just pour it in here. I already mixed the almond flour and tapioca flour, and mix it up, and that is your dough for the naan bread. It is really the easiest thing to make, and it's so tasty and so good. For gluten-free naan bread, it is so good. So I will show you how I cook it, but I'm just going to mix this up, and then I'm going to heat some butter in this non-stick skillet, and then I'll show you how I fry up the naan bread. Okay, I have my warmed butter in my skillet and my dough and everything ready to go. I'm gonna use this spoon, which is dirty. It just has curry on it, to make it and to scoop it in. So I'm just gonna take about this much, and I'm going to kind of make, it's kind of like pancakes. I'm gonna use a little bit more though. Last time I made them too small, so. And then you let them fry for quite a long time. So you pretty much wait till it cooks fully on one side before you switch sides. So this is what it looks like, and I'll show you what it looks like right before you're supposed to flip it over on the other side. Okay, so this is ready to flip. It looks pretty much cooked, and that is what it looks like. And I'll let it cook for about 1 more minute, and then put it aside and do it all over again, and you have your gluten-free naan bread. Okay, the last thing I'm gonna do to finish up this meal is, the only greens we really have are these organic super greens, the same greens I had for lunch. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to chop up some greens really fine, to put it kind of almost as a topping on the naan tacos. So I'm just gonna top this off with, just cut it off really nicely, and then I'll probably squeeze some lime onto it just to give it a little bit more flavor, and then we will put it on top of the naan tacos. And this is the finished product. I have the filling for the tacos plus the greens and the lime on top, and then I have the naan bread, so you can just make your own tacos or do whatever you want to eat it, but it looks so good. Can't wait to dive in.